My dear children, I welcome all of you to 10th biology class. Last day we discussed about various parts of neuron, and it starts in dendrites and ends in synaptic nerve. This dendrite receives messages or impulses and pass through the axon and reaches in the synaptic nerve. Today we are going to discuss about the myelin sheath, formation of myelin sheath and different types of myelin sheath. Okay, then what is myelin sheath? We know that extended part from the cell body is the axon. Around this axon you can see some types of specialized cells. In nerves, these cells are Schwann cells. Schwann cells continuously encircles the axon and forms a covering around the axon. And this is known as myelin sheath. Myelin means white colored lipid. Myelin is one white colored lipid. Because of this white colored lipid, this myelinated part of this neuron is in white color. But in case of this brain and spinal cord, axon encircled by another type of specialized cells, its name is oligodendrocyte. This oligodendrocyte continuously encircles the axon to form the myelin sheath. But in some parts of this brain and spinal cord, non-myelinated neurons also present. This non-myelinated neurons and other parts of this neuron like a cell body and other parts of neuron forms the grey matter. That particular part of this brain and spinal cord is called the grey matter. But in some other parts we can see myelinated neurons are present, and that part of brain and spinal cord is known as the white matter. Where is the non-myelinated part is present, that part of brain and spinal cord is the grey matter, and myelinated neurons together make the white matter. We want to learn the difference between white matter and grey matter. Okay, next we can see the transmission of this message through the nerves. When one stimulus reaches in our body, how it reaches in the brain or spinal cord, that we are going to study. This neurons is the structure of neuron is similar to the structure of normal cell, but there is a little difference. That main difference is the shape difference of a normal cell and axon. Then these neurons can carry impulses, and these messages or impulses reaches in the spinal cord and brain. How it reaches in the spinal cord and brain, that we are going to discuss now. Okay, then in your textbook you can see plasma membrane of the neuron. The outer covering of an animal cell is the plasma membrane. Like that, in the case of this neuron also, plasma membrane is there. In your textbook you can see a small part of it, plasma membrane, and the outer part of the plasma membrane is positively charged and inner part of the plasma membrane is negatively charged. This is in the rest stage. But when that part of this plasma membrane is stimulated, that electric charge changes. We know that these impulses pass through the axon in the form of electric charges. Positive charge is there, negative charge is there. This positive and negative charge is due to the presence of some ions like sodium, potassium, protein, etc. You can see that presence of sodium ions in the outer side of the plasma membrane, and potassium ions and some proteins are present inside the plasma membrane. And in rest stage, this is the condition of the plasma membrane in neurons. But when stimulated, suddenly that charge changes. That means in stimulated part, outer part of this plasma membrane become negatively charged, and inner side of the plasma membrane become positively charged. This charge difference is a momentary change. That means it for a moment only. After some time, again that stimulated part changes. That stimulus moves, impulses moves through the neuron. Okay. You can see that diagram in your textbook, and you draw it in your notebook. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.